First and foremost, all praises are due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us his truth. Salutations to the brothers around the four corners of the earth who are teaching this word and truth and sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel, the few men, women, and children that believe in this word. This is your brother Kawat Sabah coming at you with another lesson. This one is entitled, The Global Digital Compact is a Pact for the MOTB. Now, United Nations got together about a week ago, and they formed the pact. And the main emphasis of the pact was to bring everything together in a digital way. Now, they've been planning this for a while, the elites of the Edomites, the international bankers, with the implementation of the World Wide Web and the internet. The internet was actually created by the military, I believe, sometime in the 60s. So this has been a long time coming. And the final piece will be, of course, the C-HIP that's mentioned in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. But what has to happen is all the countries have to get on board, all right? And we know forming a pact is when everybody is in agreement. Let's get a definition of the word pact. It says here, a treaty or other agreement between parties. In most cases, it is written. And in this case, it involves the countries that are in the United Nations. So one of the steps in getting the MOTB to every man, woman, and children, regardless of status, is all the countries forming a pact and getting in sync digitally, okay? Getting everything together in a digital way. So it says here, let's read the article, a little bit of the article. It says press release. So this was a very important meeting that the United Nations had between all these countries. It says here, United Nations adopts groundbreaking pact, and that's an agreement between parties for the future to transform global governance. If that's not giving you a hint, you got to read between the lines. All these countries are forming a pact for the future to transform global governance. So everything's going to be connected globally. It really already is connected globally through the internet, the World Wide Web. And that even in that name, the World Wide Web, it's a web, it's a trap, the internet, you see? So when it says here global governance, that's the international bankers, the elites of the Edomites. They are behind this to bring about the system of the C-HIP, Revelation 13 and verse 16. So we're at the last stages of this being implemented. The devil knows that he has but a short time. The devil is so-called Esau, the white man, Edomites, all right? And the main people pushing it, of course, are the international banking families. So let's begin with a little bit of the article. Not much, and we'll get a few scriptures. Let's begin here. It says here, world leaders, okay, on September 22nd, 2024, adopted a pact for the future that includes a global digital compact and a declaration on future generations. The pact is the culmination of an inclusive years-long process to adapt international cooperation to the realities of today and the challenges of tomorrow, okay? The realities of today, connecting everybody through a digital system. The most wide-ranging international agreement in many years, covering entirely new areas as well as issues on which agreement has not been possible in decades. The pact aims above all to ensure that international institutions can deliver in the face of a world that has changed dramatically since they were created. And we know everybody has a phone. Everybody is interacting with their phone. Socialization has, not been what it was, 20, 30, 40 years ago, so to speak. As the Secretary General has said, we cannot create a future fit for our grandchildren with a system built by our grandparents. So they want everybody to have that C-HIP. You see, they're going to bring it about in a smooth way. You see, the devil is very smooth. So, he's smooth as butter. So he's going to bring it about in a good way. We could put everything in one system. You can check your medical records. Your banking records will be on there on the CHIP. Nobody will be able to rob your information. You'll be able to keep track of your children, so on and so forth. Let's continue. Overall, the agreement of the pact is a strong statement of countries' commitment to the United Nations, the international system, and international law. All right, let's move down here a little bit. It says here, the Pact for the Future, the Global Digital Compact, and the Declaration on Future Generations open the door to new opportunities and untapped possibilities, said the Secretary General during his remarks at the opening of the Summit of the Future. The President of the General Assembly noted that the pact would lay the foundations for a sustainable, just, and peaceful global order for all peoples and nations. These are the key words, okay? A sustainable, just, and peaceful global order. So they're going to bring it about, as first they have to bring in Jacob's trouble, bring about the chaos. You have to create the problem. Then there's a reaction, rioting, civil war, race riots, famine of food, the banking system collapsing, whatever it may be. So you bring in the crisis, then you bring about the solution, which is the MOTB. So this is one of the steps, getting all the countries in line together in agreement in what you would call a pact. Let's continue. It says here, the pact covers a broad range of issues, including peace and security. So they'll use that as an excuse. This CHIP will bring security, sustainable development, climate change, digital cooperation, human rights, gender, and we know gender is going to involve the MOTB, the New World Order system. Okay, not just the mark of the beast, but the image. Men can be men. Men can be with men. Women can be with women. A man can change to a woman. A woman can change to a man. A boy can say, I feel like I'm a girl. A girl can say, I feel like I'm a boy. You can call yourself a frog. You can call yourself a lion. You can call yourself a tree. Okay, all filthiness. All right. So let's read this here. The pact covers a broad range of issues, including peace and security, sustainable development, climate change, digital cooperation, human rights, gender, youth, and future generations, and the transformation of global governance. Okay? The transformation of global governance, because the international bankers are behind this. So they want to bring everything into one world system. So this has been a thing that's been gradual. This didn't happen in one day. It's been a thing called gradualism. You do it little by little. So let's continue. Let's go down here, okay, to the main point of how they're gonna make it look smooth. On digital cooperation, the Global Digital Compact, annexed to the Pact, is the first comprehensive global framework for digital cooperation and AI governance. You see? Everything has to be connected with all these countries to bring about the MOTB. Let's read this here. At the heart of the compact is a commitment to design, use, and govern technology for the benefit of all. This includes commitments by world leaders to connect all people, schools, and hospitals to the internet. Like I said, the main focus is going to be that CHIP. Everything's going to be on the CHIP that they're going to want you to get inserted into your hands or your forehead. But the elect of the Lord, of the Hebrew Israelites, all right, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans here in Babylon, America, and spread out throughout the world like the sand of the seashore, they are not going to be fooled to take this MOTB. Okay, so let's get a couple of scriptures here. Let's go to Revelation. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 2:11 first. Second Corinthians 2:11, and it reads, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." So Satan is not going to get an advantage over the I say hope for elected humility, he will not get an advantage of us because we know what's being planned. We understand the prophecies. But all this is being driven by Yahweh the Father. He's the ultimate director. So he's controlling the left-hand side and the right-hand side, the righteous side and the wicked side. So everything is going according to his plan. Man's comings and goings are of the Lord. How can he then understand his way? So we know what's coming. And Satan has, I should say the devil, all right? Satan is his father, of course, the entity known as Satan. But the devil, all right, the sons of the wicked, the Edomites, they know they have but a short time. So they have to get this system in place. But they have to create the chaos first in order to implement this MOTB system. So let's continue. Let's go to Revelation 12 and 12. Revelation 12 and verse 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." So everything is ramping up. You have the man-made manipulation, the HARP system of the weather with these hurricanes. You have what's going on over there in Israel with the Iranians. That's going to bring about eventually World War III. So you have all these things that are happening little by little. You have the election that's going to be coming up in a very divisive country. Okay, the Egyptian against the Egyptian, Edomite against Edomite, so on and so forth. So all this is being ramped up. Division, variance, in order to bring about chaos, and then you bring about the solution, which is the MOTB. So let's read, let's go to another scripture. Let's go to Luke chapter 21. Luke chapter 21, and let's read verse 29, and it reads, Luke 21 and 29, and it reads, And he spake to them a parable. Okay, this is Yahushua speaking. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees, when they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. So the devil has but a short time. He knows that the end of his kingdom, okay, of his world being in charge, is coming to an end, and that our kingdom, under the rulership of Yahushua, okay, is going to be coming into fruition. Those of us who are part of the elect, I hope I'm part of the elect, Lord willing, will get beamed up on the day of the Lord, and will rule as joint heirs with Yahushua in a kingdom of righteousness. And then 2/3 of our people who didn't hearken to this word, they'll be brought back in the kingdom as the children of the 1/3 elect, okay, in the kingdom. Or should I say, the children of the elect in the kingdom, okay? So we know, just like on a fig tree, when you see the leaves come about on the fig tree, you know summer is nigh. So we know we're very, very close to Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, World War III, and then Yahushua coming and cracking the clouds, delivering the elect and helping in the destruction of Babylon, America, and taking the reins as King of Kings and Lord of Lords in rulership over all the planet, you see, in the universe, so on and so forth. So Luke 21 in verse 31. So you know that summer is nigh when the fig leaves come on the tree. So Yahushua continues, so likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. So we see all these things happening. The hurricanes, okay, what's going on over there in Israel with the Iranians, the Ukraine and Russia. You got China sparking up things, North Korea. All these things are happening, all right? The election is coming about. The country is divided. So all these things are stirring up in the pot. So everything is heating up. So let's go to Luke chapter 21, and let's read verse 36. Let's go down a little bit. Luke 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. And the elect are going to watch, and we're going to pray. We're being circumspect. We know what's going on. We are filtering out the news, what's going on around the world in the news with the scriptures. We're praying without ceasing. Okay, at this stage, you should be praying without ceasing, praying nonstop, as many times as you can. You should be giving full diligence to make your calling and election sure, to make sure you have a chance to not be involved in the upcoming destruction of Babylon, America. Okay, let's read, let's go to 1 Peter chapter 5, and we'll be done shortly. 1 Peter chapter 5, and let's read verse 6. And it reads, as soon as I can get it here, sorry about that. 1 Peter 5, verse 6, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Says here, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, so-called white man, the devil, all right, particularly the international bankers, all right, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So he has but a short time. So he knows that he has to get everything stirred up. He has to create the chaos. There may not be an election. Let's read verse 9. Whom resist steadfast in the faith. Let's read 1 Peter 5, verse 9, the NLT. Stand firm against him, okay, the devil or adversary, and be strong in your faith. Remember that your Israelite brothers and sisters all over the world are going through the same kind of suffering you are. So we're all going through it because we realize what's coming. You see? So we're to do our best. Watch, pray, read scriptures, call on Yahweh Bashem Hawashai. Do your best to walk in the spirit because this thing is coming. It's ramping up. So on that note, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I hope this lesson was edifying to you. Shalom.